Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and it is Saturday night, December the 9th, and I am dressed to go out to dinner with my family to celebrate my 72nd birthday. So I will make a video of our dinner and I will upload it tomorrow. I'm not going to tell you where we're going. I want it to be a surprise. Actually, we went there about 4 years ago, and I've been wanting to go back ever since with my family because we had so much fun. Baby Ife really didn't get to participate because she was still an infant. But she's 5 now, so I know that she will enjoy it. The other day, I decided to stop at Dunkin' Donuts for a cup of coffee and a donut. Now, if you buy a medium coffee, which is $3 and something, I believe, then you can get a donut for $1. But if you don't buy a medium coffee, then the donuts are, I think, $1.89. Y'all have to pardon my voice. I've got allergies, so it is affecting my vocal cords. But anyway, so I went in there and I got the medium cup of coffee and got me a donut. So I sat down, it was a very small Dunkin' Donuts. It wasn't a freestanding, it was in another building. So I was sitting there watching YouTube videos, and all of a sudden I heard this screaming and yelling and cursing and this loud commotion. And it was this girl that had been working behind the counter. She was chasing this guy out the door and just screaming and yelling and cursing at him, saying, "You tried to give me a fake $100 bill. Get the F out of here. You MF." And he was cussing back at her. And so I turned my camera on and started recording, not to put on YouTube because I can't put something like that in a video, not on my channel. I mean, he was calling her the B word and saying the F word and even the N word. Y'all, it was horrific. And I thought, if he would have had a gun, I think he would have shot her. But she was not having it. She didn't call the police. She went full ghetto on this guy, let me tell you. And he was backing out, but then he started lunging in towards her like he was going to hit her or attack her. And then he accused her of ruining his $100 bill because she had marked on it with that counterfeit pen. And when you do that, if it marks gold, then it's real. But if the mark turns black, then it's counterfeit. But he finally came to his senses and left. I told her I had recorded it if she wanted it to report to the police. So I sent her the recording that I had on my phone. But it was terrific. But it made me start thinking about, I wonder if I've ever been given a $100 bill. And yes, I have been. When I had my Beanie Baby booth at the flea market in Kissimmee, Florida, back in the 1990s, there was another merchant there. And she had more like a store, a dry goods store, where she sold jeans and shirts and things like that. And so she came to my booth and bought a couple of Beanie Babies, and she gave me a $100 bill, and I gave her the change back. So when I took it to the bank that day, the teller put it through the machine, and it showed that $100 bill was counterfeit. So she confiscated it, and she said they are required to turn it in to the Secret Service. But she gave me a piece of paper, a documentation stating that she had confiscated the $100 bill and what was going to be done with it. So I got a friend of mine. He was a big, tall, husky, he worked at the flea market too, so I asked him to go with me to confront the lady, because I knew exactly who had given me the $100 bill that day. It wasn't often that someone gave me a $100 bill. So we went to her booth, and I gave her this piece of paper. I said, "That $100 bill that you gave me this morning is counterfeit." And the bank confiscated it, and she had this fear in her eyes. So I knew that she knew she had given me a counterfeit bill. So she went to her register and got $100 out, 5 20s, and gave me my money. So I decided to go on YouTube and see. I know this is real because it came out of the ATM at the bank. But I just was wondering, how can you really tell? Because, I see people holding it up and looking up at it, but there used to be like a little brown or black streak in it, but now they put this hologram thing on it. So I'm wondering, how can you really tell if it's real or fake? So I went and watched some YouTube videos, and I'll show you what I learned. So what you can do is, see the Liberty Bell right there? It's gold, but if you turn it a certain way, I don't know if I can do it under this light, it turns green. It goes from gold to green. And then see the ink mark down there? Let me get closer. So see the ink mark? When you turn it, it'll show a bell, and then it'll show $100. It'll say 100. A bell, see the bell? Then it'll say 100. And I can't get the bell to turn from gold to green. And then they said that Benjamin Franklin's shirt has a raised texture on it. See here, it's real smooth, but if you run your finger off over this part, it's rough. It has a raised texture. But the coolest thing that I learned is this trick, y'all. You take a paper clip or a hairpin or anything that's small. So I'm thinking I'll keep one of these with me if I go shopping, and even if you get a $100 bill back, like from Walmart or somewhere, they've already put it through the machine or tested it, but you just never know. When Issa had his lemonade stand that last summer, one of the customers bought some lemonade from him and gave him a $100 bill and asked for $80 back. And he gave him 420s back, thinking nothing about it, and he still has it. He saves all of his lemonade stand money and his birthday money and everything, but that was only a $100 bill that he had in his savings, in his piggy bank. So Jill was worried, after I told her what happened at the Dunkin' Donuts, she was worried that, somebody might have deliberately come to his lemonade stand and then asked for $80 back. So I told her about this, and so she tested it, and it is real. So thank God, because they know who it was too. But anyway, you see this the ink line right here? You can take a paper clip, and it actually has an opening right here. It actually has a little slit in the $100 bill. See? Look, you can thread a paper clip through that little slit. Anyway, you can take a paper clip or a hairpin or something, and you can and right here it has a little slit in it. Look. Ain't that neat? So y'all need to keep a paper clip with you, so if you're handed a $100 bill, you can pull it out and say, well, let me check it, want to make sure. So I just think that's awesome. There are probably other ways to determine it if you go on the Treasury website, but I haven't done that yet, but I might. But I'm going to have to go because my family and I are meeting soon at a restaurant near me, so I'm not going to have to go to their house and go with them. I'm just going to meet them at the restaurant. But I wanted to extend my thanks again to Shane. He and his husband sent me this scarf last year for Christmas, and I had it wrapped up. It was still in the package, and I think, it would look so good with this little poncho that I have on, and I love it. It's silk. It's so beautiful and soft. So thank you, Shane, so much for that, for thinking about me. So I hope that if you're new here, you will subscribe, and I hope that you'll give me a thumbs up and share, and I will have a video tomorrow of our dinner, my birthday dinner tonight. Thank you for watching, and y'all just keep on coming back. Bye, guys.